comfortable victory, perfectly honest with you. We're a team in ascendancy all the time. We're always on the attack. Obviously with a team like that, they're always going to try and counter you. There certainly a lot of size and presence in the last 20 minutes with two absolute Harlem Globetrotters up front. But I thought we dealt very well with it defensively. I think there's only one team ever going to win the game. And then when you're playing a team who's bottom of the league, pressure builds because everyone expects you to beat them, and they'll win some football matches without a doubt, absolutely without a doubt. They'll win a lot of games between now and the end of the season. As I say, their squad's building all the time. They've got a very shrewd manager in Steve King, who we know has got great contacts and will build players. So yeah, it was a difficult game for us under the circumstances that we have not been in great form. But I thought it was a comprehensive victory. We created chances, we looked strong and solid at the back, and as I say, there's a lot of very good performances from individuals.
And of course in the first half it wasn't easy in the sense that you sort of couldn't break them down because you had all these chances, the play, the set pieces, the possession. Were you confident that it would appear sometime in the second half?
Yeah, I thought from the side that we had a good intensity about us. We looked intense when we lost the ball. We got it back quite quickly, which was important. We were aggressive in the tackle. We were aggressive going forward, and I thought defended aggressively as well. I just said to the lads at half time, just be patient. It takes 45 minutes to score a goal. That's what we have to do. Make sure we keep the door locked at the back, and we're always going to create chances, and we will get the opportunity to score a goal. As it is, we've scored 2 decent goals.
Was it helpful? But of course they know you. But for you to have played them last week and got to know a bit about them for today's game?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they've made 4 or 5 changes from last week on the team sheet. As I say, they've got quite a few lone players that couldn't play last week from Aldershot, etc. in their ranks. So they've played today or come off the bench. So they've had a few different players and a couple of new signings as well. But we knew that they'd play with the 4 at the back and the 2 holding to start with. So that certainly helped us. But as I say, I thought our shape was good. It was about what we did today, and as I say, it was an all-round performance. I was particularly pleased.
And on the note of the selection for you, Josh Small, he's played in the Wiltshire Senior Cup, but his first league start for you in midfield today.
Yeah, I thought an outstanding game. Very, very good on the ball. We know that he very, very rarely gives the ball away. I think he's given it away once all afternoon. He knows the game for a young man. He's playing wide left, which is obviously not his preferred position, but we've talked to him about him coming off the line and bouncing into front men and coming off that line, which he's done that particularly well. And the good thing was he's tracked back, worked back, and he's tracked runners when he's had to. So sometimes young lads are not great at doing that, but he's done that particularly well today. So it's a good debut by him, and he's put himself right in the pecking order.
And like I say, first league starts. He's been on the bench. He's come on. He's played in the cup games, but he's had to be patient, and that shows a lot about a player to come down from Oxford where he lives and sort of bide his time.
Absolutely. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, he comes training. He never moans. He just gets on with it. He trains all the time. He trains particularly well. He's never knocked on my door and said, when am I going to get a start? I've had little quiet words with him, but all the time he's been building his plot. He's been training particularly well. As I say, his intensity today was very good, and I'm particularly pleased for him personally.
And he's had the experience of being at Oxford. He's been at Fulham. He captained their academy team, didn't he? So he's got a good start.
Absolutely. I think he captained their under-23s at some stage when they were in the Premier League. So yeah, you can see that technically he knows the game. He's a very, very good footballer. He's quite strong for a little chap. As I say, he's a very good debut. He can play in the middle of midfield. He can play off the front man. He can play on the right as well. So we've got a good player on our hands. And credit to him for being patient, because a lot of youngsters wouldn't have done that. He stuck his ground, and as I say, he's got his rewards today with a very good performance.
And you can tell us about 2 new signings tonight for Merthyr?
Yeah, we've got to sign Robbie Patton, who's a midfield player, ex-Cardiff City, but has been at Merthyr, and Curtis McDonald, who's a left-sided experienced centre-back or left-back. He's played for Newport County, Forest Green when they're in the conference, and Brackley in the Conference North. We've managed to get him on board as well. Both of those were waiting for international clearance. They've signed the relevant paper at this end, but we just need to wait for the international clearance to come over the line. They've been training, and unfortunately Curtis can't play next week, but if he's available, he's certainly into the squad. Both of them will be.
And on McDonald's side of things, how key is that? Because like you say, he's been around the block, he knows the scene, he seems quite a strong sort of key signing for you potentially.
Yeah, we've got a lot of youngsters, and he brings experience. As I say, he's 29, he came training and was ordering people around straight away, which is from a manager or coach's point of view, that's what you want to see. He's confident in his own ability. He's obviously got that streak about him as well. He's what I'd call in football in terms of man, which we need. Say we haven't had Greg Tyndall today, so you think you're going to miss him. Mike Jones has come and done particularly well. playing Guthrie at left back. So we've got options when Curtis McDonald becomes available. As I say, it will be a good signing for us, certainly.
Those two then coming in, two sort of not around as such. James Morton was on loan from Bristol City but has now gone to Bath. His loan was up though after last weekend's game with you.
Yeah, his loan was up. We were going to renew it, and then I've had a chat with Brian Tinian about the game time he was currently getting with us. I did explain to Brian that he wouldn't have been involved today. I didn't know about next week. The following week we didn't have a game because it's a free Saturday. Brian said that a couple of clubs wanted to speak to him about him playing regularly. Obviously I respect that he wants to be playing football, and that's the reason Bristol City sent him out. You can see that we're quite strong in midfield. When Evans has not even started the game today, he's been an outstanding performer for us. He's missed last week, so he missed out today, but James Morton found himself down the pecking order, but as I say, he's done well for us, and good luck to him at Bath.
And Jordan Ricketts, I think it's still on the books here, but it's now gone to Porton Rovers, the striker?
Yeah, we've still got Jordan's, he's gone to Mangotsfield. We've still got his registration, but he has gone on to Mangotsfield. He was at Cirencester, but now he's gone on to Mangotsfield, so he needs to be playing as well. So we need numbers in the squad, and when those other two come back over the international clearance, it strengthens us up again.
And having lost Scott Twine, and I appreciate one or two of your players can play further forward if need be, but are you keen to be sort of strengthening that strike force going into the Christmas and New Year period?
I'd like to, yeah, but players don't become available that often. Good players certainly don't, and with the Christmas fixtures coming as well, people want to keep hold of their squad of players. Abdi Noor, obviously we've signed, who is a front man or can play wide, so that will help us in that front. We know Ferguson's a decent front man when he wants to be, so we have got cover there. However, if somebody becomes available that we think can improve us and can play alongside Pratty and Andy Sandell, or play in front instead of Andy Sandell and David Pratt, then we certainly would be interested.
Okay, well done today, thank you.